Hello, and welcome back to Writing with Witches, the podcast where a couple witches sit around and talk about writing with, a dragon who's falling off. Oh no. There we go.
Oh
Okay.
no!
Hector was trying to leave.
Don't leave us, Hector. I know we haven't acknowledged him in a while. So sorry.
Um, I'm one of your hosts, Leona Urbanski. My first book came out in April. My next book is coming out in September because I'm insane. My co-host is
I am Nicole Autumn. I am the author of the completed Secret Society series. And I am not as insane. I'm not trying to publish 2 books a year. That's bananas.
that's my special corner.
My mental health could not take it if I tried doing that.
That's
So
fair.
bless you.
I know. Anyway, so yeah, today we're talking about fan fiction versus original fiction.
Mm-hmm.
But before we jump into that, do we have any book news?
I have stalled out on writing this past week. And it's not even because I don't know where the story's going. It's just, I think it's because I wrote pretty much all of June that my brain is like, okay, we need to take a little bit of a break. I keep putting some words on, like a few hundred words here, 50 words there, but not a whole lot. I'm not taking chunks out of that word count, unfortunately. But I'll get there. Mine's
We'll
not
get there.
due for a while, so I have time. But my goal was to have the first draft finished by the end of July. But it's not, there's no big rush for it yet. So it's not a
Yeah.
big deal. Just my own self-imposed deadline.
Hey, we gotta have somewhere. So draw the line somewhere.
Yeah. Is there any book news for you?
No, not really.
No.
I'm working on the beta edits for Fate. ARC signups are open for it, so if you haven't already signed up for it, I think it's too late now, actually, by the time this episode comes out, and I think about it. Oh, they close tomorrow.
Well, there you go. If you want to, you got today to
We
sign
got
up.
today.
You got today,
Um,
so sign up. Do it.
yeah, Fate is a priority right now. Once I get it ready for ARC readers, Blood Magic and the Fire Magic audiobook will take precedent again, as well as trying to finish that first draft that I've been working on. I was hoping to get it done by the end of July as well, but again, that one's not coming out for a few years either, so
Yeah, that is
not as
like
high on the priority list.
a very crazy self-imposed deadline, considering it's not coming out for several years. So,
Yeah.
you know what you could work on, which would be crazy? The third book for Deathgate, because you haven't written that one
So
yet.
actually, what I need to do is I'm reluctant to write the third book for Deathgate until I finish the Blood Magic revisions.
That's fair.
But the next first draft that I want to start on is Shadow Curse, the next book for the Silver Eyes.
Oh yeah, that would make
So
sense too.
yeah, that's where I'm at. Because that's also kind of why I'm pushing. I want to get beta edits done so that because then I will have Blood Magic in revisions and then starting on the first draft of Shadow Cursed. I have started plotting out Shadow Cursed, so I'm not totally ignoring it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the Shadow Curse first draft has to happen before the Death Magic first draft. I know why you say that. You want to finish the trilogy.
I do, because I have read what? I read Blood Magic.
You've read several iterations of Fire Magic.
I've read several iterations of Fire Magic. I've read 2 iterations of Blood Magic, which it's
You're gonna
going
read
to
a third.
change. So it's going to be a third. I want to know how the story ends. I'm just saying.
I want to know how the story ends. I mean, I have a rough idea of where we're going to end up, but I mean, all I have right now is a rough roadmap. I don't have the details yet. I don't get the details, so I'll actually write it down. And even then, sometimes they like to put a
Yeah, a left
side
turn in
adventure.
there. Also, I want the damn smut. Okay,
You
I
want?
need it.
All right, I've given you the smut.
I've gotten the side smut, but I want the official in the book smut. That's what I want. That's
I
what I'm craving.
I don't know if Deathgate is gonna ever actually have smut in it. Like I
Uh,
might post it as a bonus or like a bonus chapter, but that's not the focus of the story.
you're killing me, Smalls.
Silver Eyes is a different story. There might eventually be smut in Silver Eyes. There's a reason it's not in the first book, though.
Okay, come on. There's got to be some in the second. This slow burn is killing me. It is like a slow burn, just slowly just going up the finger, and it's taking forever. And I'm just like, come on. And I get why there's none in the first book. I understand. Ooh, but you know how I am with slow burns. Like, just fuck already.
If it makes you feel better, Brandon has it about halfway through. I hit the halfway point is when they hit the smut. So a little bit of a slow burn there, but not as much as Silver Eyes.
I gotta wait it's probably gonna be like 1.5 books before they even do anything.
They just had, I'm not gonna say it, I don't want to spoil it. Oh, you know what it is. You're just not gonna say it on the podcast.
No, but I can pretend. What is it gonna be? Keep the readers.
I don't know. You've read it.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I'll just have to write my own smut, I guess.
And that's a perfect segue into fan fiction, isn't it?
Yep. Or I'll write it for yours.
Okay.
I'll just get Bruce and Brenna dolls.
Maybe I'll leave in the cave scene smut. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe. I can't guarantee it.
I'm just saying, I don't want it to be a spoiler, but you know where I want the smut from.
I am well aware of where you want the smut from. Yes, I know where you want the smut from. We'll. I mean, there's a lot going on in the third book. I don't know if it's kind of like unveiled, to be fair. I don't know if they're going to have time for the smut.
God damn it. Can I at least get it in the epilogue after everything's over?
Maybe. We'll see.
That's where I want it. There we go. End it off with a bang. Quite literally.
That's what you want. That's what will make you happy.
Yep.
I have to keep my beta reader happy somehow.
You do. I provide the smut for you, that's for sure. There's no lack of smut for mine. You
plenty of side smut, to be fair.
I know. That is. I'm just what's the word? I'm just giving you shit.
No, that's fine. Also, for those of you who are watching the video, if you've bothered to notice that my cabinets are rather empty, I did not get rid of a bunch of books. I took all of my signed and special editions and art books and put them somewhere less moist.
Good idea. Good idea. Yes.
So, like, I haven't seen any damage to any of these books down here yet, but I also didn't want to take a chance with my special editions and my signs. So,
that's fair. Protect
I'm
those
sure
babies.
I will fill it up soon. Like that whole stack of books there, I could probably put in the cabinet now.
Probably. So should we get into today's episode?
Might as well. We've dilly-dallied long enough, I think.
So this episode, I don't know if you've said or not, but we are going to be talking about fan fiction versus original fiction. I will say, I am not a fan fiction reader. I didn't even know that existed until a couple years ago. No clue. So,
sweet summer child.
Yes, sweet, sweet, sweet child. Um, so yeah, you're probably gonna have to cover more of the fan fiction than I have opinions on, because I don't have opinions on it.
All right, well, 4 score and 7 years ago.
2 fortnights ago. No, I'm just kidding. That's when I learned about it.
Oh, way longer
A
than
fortnight
that.
ago. Yeah, that was me a fortnight ago. So yeah.
Okay. So basic definition of fan fiction, if the title doesn't give it away, is a piece of written work. And we're sticking to written works. We're not going to be addressing any video fan fiction or um songs or anything like that. We're sticking purely to written stories. I'm not even sure I would put poetry in that section. I'm talking more narrative stuff.
Yeah.
Um, but these are written stories that are either based in an original fiction world or takes the characters from that world and gives them a different story. Those are the two basics, and then however you twist that up makes it fan fiction because basically you're taking the story that you have watched, like big, huge fandoms, Star Trek, Star Wars, I would say Stargate, Lord of the Rings is a huge one. I hate it, but Harry Potter, Mercedes Lackey's Valdemar, The Dragon Riders of Pern by McCaffrey, um,
Twilight.
Twilight. I was just about to say it. I hadn't forgotten. It was
Yeah.
coming up. All of these huge fandoms, you will find someone has decided to take and put their own twist. Anime, any anime pretty much is also going to be classified into that category. Um, so that's the basic definition of fan fiction. If you're interested, there's a lot of places to find fan fiction. One of the two biggest sites that I'm personally aware of is archiveofourown.com, or also called AO3, and fanfiction.net. I will also say that it is not for the weak-hearted.
No, it's
And
not.
use your filters. If you do not want to see the X and R rated works, use your filters. I'm not saying that some don't still slip by. It happens. But most people are pretty good about making sure to put the appropriate rating on their stories. Because everyone wants to be careful and not
And
traumatized. Because the joke that I made with a friend one time, they are into um, BDSM, right? And they were telling me how they had made the mistake of filling out a quiz and then instead, and I said the joke, I was like, it used to be you found out you were into BDSM by the tags that you searched for on fanfiction.net.
that's where people learn their kinks, man.
Fine. So that is the basic idea of what fan fiction is. Um, and one of the biggest differences between fan fiction and original fiction is the motivation to write this story. Fan fiction, you want to do something with an existing story. Maybe you didn't like that Katara and Aang got together at the end of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and you wanted Katara and Zuko to get together. So you go write that story.
Yeah.
Maybe you didn't like that Darth Vader died at the end of Star Wars, and you want to make it so he lives. So you go write that story. Maybe, I'm not going to go there. Never mind. Um,
You were about to go somewhere dirty, weren't you?
a little bit. Uh, One of your icks, so I wasn't going to go into it. Um, so it's that kind of motivation behind writing fan fiction is you are, I'm not going to say unhappy, but you're not totally satisfied with the story that was presented to you, and you want to change it or modify it in some way to make you happy. Maybe that's taking these two poor, traumatized, beaten upon characters and putting them in a cozy coffee shop universe where they have soft, normal lives,
Wouldn't that be nice?
right? Or maybe you want to take these contemporary characters and throw them into a Lord of the Rings type universe portal fantasy just to see how they survive. Who knows?
Yeah.
There was definitely also crossover fan fiction, which I don't get into because that's just way too much to
It's a lot.
remember. It's a lot.
Especially if you don't know
Um,
both stories in their entirety. That'd be a lot too.
yeah, exactly.
Oof.
That's just also a filter that I also click no crossovers on.
That's fair. I'll be honest, I haven't dived into fan fiction before. The only things I have read are what you have sent me. And that is
Yeah.
it. Which I'm not opposed to. Um, just please don't use commas in place of periods. Please?
Or ellipses.
Please? Yes. That drove me nuts.
That was hilarious.
Yeah. I don't really have
K-pop
much to
Demon
say on
Hunter
that because you
folks. We
pretty
love them. But
yeah, I really don't have much to say on that. I feel like you pretty much covered it on motivation. Just
yeah,
write how you wanted it to change, you know?
yeah. That's the basic. And the other motivation kind of spills over into the second point of what considerations to take with writing it, and that is who is your audience. Um, you are probably not going to be attracting people who have never seen the source material.
I saw that. Your ghost is interrupting now.
Yeah. You're probably not going to be attracting people who have never seen the source material because one of the things that fan fiction does takes the existing source material and doesn't have to explain it because you
Mm-hmm.
know you're in that world.
Yeah.
You don't have to explain that what's her name? Bella is Edward's fated mate? No. I never read Twilight or watched Twilight, obviously.
Yeah. I think that would be more so like you wouldn't have to explain that Renesmee is Jacob's like imprinted gross, by the way. You mean to tell me an adult man imprinted on a baby? Ew. Shame on you, Stephanie Meyer. Gross. I'll call it out. That's gross. But yeah, I mean that makes sense because you're and the thing is you could be writing it completely for yourself with
Oh yeah, there's plenty.
no one else
I
in
have
mind.
plenty of little stuff that never makes it online.
Yeah. I mean, you could write this entirely for yourself for just selfish reasons and you're just like, I just want to do this little project and if you decide to put it online, you may find people that really love it. Who knows?
You are taking the dolls from someone else's world and writing your own story for them. That's pretty much what happens most of the
Well,
time.
I'm gonna make this character kiss this character, and give
Pretty
me
much.
some more. Pretty much, yeah.
So, but yeah, that who your audience is, it's definitely going to be. It's definitely not as depending on the fandom that you're writing for, going to be as far-reaching as original fiction because it's going to be pretty much restricted to the people that have seen the original story.
It's
Not
gonna be pretty
always,
niche.
not always. I have been known. I have some favorite authors on AO3, and even if they write something that's not something that I know, I will sometimes go read it because they are such good writers.
That's fair. A good writer is a good writer, regardless of what they're writing about, you know?
So yeah. Um, so yeah, that's one of the biggest considerations is remembering who your audience is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm just checking. Just
Because at that
checking.
point, I'm just like, you pretty much covered it. I mean, it's pretty self explanatory, you know, on that section.
So then the other consideration is how can you change it from the original? And I kind of already went over that a little bit on the different ways that you can change it with the examples that I gave earlier, putting someone into a coffee shop AU. I've read one where they took Kylo Ren and Rey from the last Star Wars trilogy and threw them into she worked in a cemetery
What the
and
fuck?
he owned the cemetery. It was weird. It
That's
wasn't,
awkward.
it was weird.
You take these two people that are like literally just crazy fighters from space, and they're like, yeah, let's put them in a cemetery. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a giant experiment at that point. You're like, let's just see how this goes.
Um, so yeah, there is that. And then that ties right into how close it resembles the original. So are you taking characters and putting them in a different world? Are you staying in the original world and just putting a twist on the original story? I am kind of running through these because they're all fairly self-explanatory.
Mm-hmm.
But then the fun one is putting a new character into the story.
Oh.
What are called OCs, original characters.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I know as a reader, I don't read those. I'm reading my fan fiction for my comfort characters, not
That's fair.
someone's original character that they did as a self-insert into the story.
Gotcha.
That's where the term Mary Sue comes in. You've heard that term before.
Yeah. From you.
Uh, from me,
Yeah.
her Mary Sue is basically a girl putting herself into the story and is the perfect character and falls in love with the main whatever love interest they might have and is flawless and can yeah, it's that. That's where the term Mary Sue comes from.
Yeah. That would be kind of boring though.
It does get a little boring. That's why I don't read them.
Especially when they're just perfect. Don't be perfect. Perfect stinks.
Yeah. Um so that is you can do it. I don't I'm not a fan. I'm definitely not that intended audience. I'm sure there are people out there that read those for the hell of it. I have written it, but I wrote it in a comedic style.
I was just about to say, it would be funny if you put an original character that just goes into these worlds just to fuck shit up. Cause chaos.
Oh, I did.
Like, just cause chaos. Like, let me go into, I don't know, Game of Thrones and just fuck everyone's plans up. Like, just start blowing holes in the somewhere or taking those cozy stories and you're just like, let's just add a dice, just a dose of mischief everywhere. That would be hilarious and I would read that. I won't lie. I would totally read that.
That's fair. Yeah, I've written a couple that were basically comedic original character inserts. Just it was pure satire
Love it.
with smut attached.
Always. That or like, yeah, as satire, just going in and making fun of how something is just absolutely ridiculous.
Well, I took I'm not gonna name it, but I took an epic battle scene and turned it into a drinking game.
Oh my god. Whoever gets stabbed, drink.
No, I'm sorry. Not a drinking game, a drinking contest.
Oh my gosh.
Instead of the epic battle scene, it was a drinking contest.
They're like, I challenge you to fucking flip cup. They're just but you have to use your swords instead of your hands.
That would have been perfect. I should have done that now that I think about that. But yeah.
That's funny. That would be hilarious to read. Now I want to know what you wrote.
So so yeah, that's kind of some ways of putting an original character into the story and possible ways to insert them into it. I'm not a fan. I'm not going to endorse it, but you do you. Fan fiction is
For the fans.
transformative works. You know, everyone has their favorites and their icks. So,
I will say, also, total side note, but it just popped up. Be careful what you write fan fiction about. Because there are some authors that really don't like it. Like, I know Anne Rice was, like, known for hating fan fiction of her work.
mhm.
And she would go after authors or people that were writing fan fiction and, like, cease and desist letters and, like, pursuing suing people and shit. So, just total side note, just be careful what you decide to write your fan fiction on. There's like a
If
whole sorry, total side tangent again. There's like a whole thing happening in the writing world where someone started writing fan fiction and then it turned into straight plagiarism and writing. It's crazy. I'll have to explain it to you later because it's like a long
okay.
rabbit hole, but it has to do with writing fan fiction. So just be careful who you write fan fiction about.
If there is a category for it on AO3, it's usually okay to write in is kind of my guideline. Because
Yeah.
AO3 has its own team of lawyers that defend as long as it's a transformative work
Mm-hmm.
and you're not getting paid for it, which AO3 you don't get paid.
It's illegal to get paid for
Then,
fan fiction. FYI.
right. Then most of the time you're okay.
Yeah.
Not saying that the authors still don't try and do it. It is less common than it was in the early stages of fan fiction.
Yeah.
Like when you had to be real hush hush about it. Because yeah, Anne McCaffrey was the same way as Anne Rice.
Ooh, okay.
Very, very strict about it. Um, so, but if there's a category for it on AO3, I'm not going to say 100% guaranteed you're okay. But if there are other people already writing it, you know you're not going to be the only one getting those letters.
Fair. I agree.
So,
It was just one of those FYIs that I'm like, oh, by the way, this is what I do know about fan fiction.
yeah, no, it was definitely a huge thing, which is why AO3 is very careful about how it's presented and how they put it on their website and all of that stuff. They literally have their own lawyer team to take care of those issues and protect the writers. So,
Yeah.
which
Fair.
is a good thing.
Yeah.
So, do you want to get into the next point?
Yeah. So I did put this one on, and there is a difference between retellings, reimaginings, and fan fiction. So with retellings, these are stories that typically have been around for so long that they are no longer under copyright rules. So think Cinderella retellings, literally any Grimm Brothers fairy tales. All of those would fall under what is it called? They're no longer under copyright.
Fair use.
Fair use. Things like Persephone and Hades, right? These stories that have been around for so long, we may not even know who the original authors are. They've just been retold over and over and over again. So those fall under fair use. Those you can write about, and it's fairly, you're going to be okay writing about them. You have to be careful because there are a lot of retellings nowadays, so you don't want to accidentally plagiarize. Reimaginings are along the same line. I'm actually writing one right now, But I would say that mine is so different from the original source material that there's very little similarities at this point. At this point, I think the only thing that's the same is the cat's name is Casper. Like, that's
Yeah,
it.
that's
So
it.
it is a reimagining. You're taking a story and kind of flipping it on its head and changing the characters and how they interact and maybe have some semblance of, oh, this is kind of like that, but not entirely. So if they were to put your thing through like a plagiarism machine, you're not going to get caught. Like, because it's not the same story in the slightest.
Mhm.
Um which is different than fan fiction because you're using someone's original work. You're either using their characters or their world that they created, and you're not changing that. You're just adding to it. Maybe you're changing some things, but not others. So there's still the source material within fan fiction, which is different than retellings and reimaginings. So just wanted to throw that out there.
So, irony, right? Technically, the original writing of The Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum, the actual book, not the movie, the
Mm-hmm.
actual book is under fair use. So,
Mm-hmm.
technically, Wicked by Gregory Maguire could be classified as fan fiction.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue that.
We would probably say it's a retelling
Telling. Yeah.
versus fan fiction, but you know, some something to think about.
Yeah, I didn't really. That one did not cross my mind at all. But it is along the same thing because it's talking
Mhm.
about the witches of Wizard of Oz, essentially.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
No,
crazy.
I did seriously believe it's fan fiction, and but because the original Wizard of Oz that it was based off of was under fair use, he was able to safely publish it without copyright issues.
I mean, if that's one way to get around it, then that's your way of getting around it. Is if it's a fair use publication already.
Yeah.
There you
So
go. The more you know. Still would check
more you
that
know.
with a lawyer though, if you just to be on the safe side,
Yeah, that's fair.
because
I'm sure the publishers did.
yeah, well, for them, yeah, but I'm saying if they, the listeners, decide to do that, just double check. You never know
Yeah.
because if family is still receiving
Better safe than sorry.
yeah, if there's family that's still receiving payment for whatever for they may come after you. You never know. People are
Yeah.
particular
Greedy.
about those type of things. So yeah, that
You're nicer
was
about
particular. I was gonna say something different, but I went the nice route. So yeah, that was my little 2 cents
it.
to give in on the fan fiction argument.
So, speaking of this, this is the irony that we're talking about now is with
Mm-hmm.
copyright issues. There are so many stories that are coming out that started as fan fiction and they just went in, changed some names, changed
Mm-hmm.
some plot points, and have now published it as original works. Alchemized is one of them. That was
Yeah.
originally a Draco Malfoy, Hermione Granger fan fiction.
Yep. It was manacled before,
Yeah.
but she says that she has changed so much of it and added so many things that it's not the same as manacled anymore.
I believe
I
her.
don't
I
know.
mean, there's no reason not to.
Yeah, no, I'm
I've
not saying
never
I
read
don't
the
believe
original,
her.
so
I never read Manacled. I wanted to, but I didn't get around to it before it was pulled. And I've heard very mixed reviews about Alchemized. So I'm like, and that
say,
is a thick book. That is a thick boy.
yeah.
So I'm like,
Well, and I was never a Draco Hermione fan anyway, so I had no motivation to read Manacled, and now even less to read Alchemist.
that's fair. I've heard it's more so like there's like Handmaid's Tale inspiration in there too, and I'm like,
Mhm.
I don't want to touch that fiction with a
No.
10-foot pole. I am not a dystopian reader It no, our world's too close
Nope.
to a dystopian right now. I don't want to read about that shit. No, thank you. I want to read
I
about
read the
dragons.
I read the original Handmaid's Tale book by Margaret Atwood. I read it once. That was enough. I still have it was such a strong influence. I can still recite some lines word by word. And I read this
Oof.
20 years ago.
I don't know if I would
I
want to
have
put
no
myself through
desire
that.
to reread it. I have no desire to watch the TV show. I have no desire to read
Mm-mm.
fan fiction of it. It stands on its own, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's not like I said. That's not something I want to read about. That sounds like a fucking nightmare, to be honest.
It it was a nightmare. It really
Kudos to
was
her
a
for
nightmare.
writing it. I will say that, but that doesn't mean I want to read it
No, no,
because it is
it's
a
messed
very
up.
transformative work in today's society. So don't want to read though.
Yeah. But yeah, it is. There's another one that I think was a Sirius James from Harry Potter,
Oh, I
or
don't
the
know.
Marauders got turned into an original fiction. And I don't remember the name of it. Um, but it's not as out of reach as it used to be,
Yeah,
which is a little frustrating as an original fiction author
yeah.
to think that could happen.
I
But
mean,
it's I don't know. I have mixed feelings.
I feel like as much as it is becoming, I don't want to say it's popular, but it has come up more frequently as of late. But this is not something that is far out there. I mean, 50 Shades of Grey was originally a Twilight fan fiction.
That is
So
true.
this has been happening since, the mid 2000s,
Yeah.
I believe is when that book came out, like 2008 or something like that. 2000
Got me
or
there.
2012. I don't know. I was in
Yeah.
like,
No.
I can't remember. I think when it came out, I was like starting high school.
Yeah.
So Twilight had been out for a few years. So, and oh my God, I remember all the news. Women are reading dirty smut on the train while they go to work. This is just unbelievable. It's like, leave the bitches alone. Let them read what they want to read.
Oh, they
Um,
still say it.
I know, stupid. But yeah, there's a lot of them that have turned to from fan fiction to original fiction, and it is a pipeline for sure. And there is definitely validity to the argument that it is uh sketchy.
I was gonna say transformative, but fair enough.
I mean, the fact that you're basically profiting off of someone else's work and you're just changing a few things, it's sketchy, in my opinion.
You know what? I would rather read a work that has been a transformative work of fan fiction turned into original fiction that's actually written by someone than an AI slop. I'll give them that.
Yeah, because at least they wrote it,
Yep,
most of it.
exactly. They put in the work.
Yeah, that's fair. That is a fair point. That I'm trying to think of other ones because I know there's been quite a few, but
There has been. I can't think of ones off the top of my head right now either.
yeah, but yeah, just be careful if you decide to go the fan fiction to original fiction. You can run into copyright issues if you are not careful in how much you change the story. Um, I know one right now is Powerless. Uh, this is not fan fiction, but the storyline is so freaking close to Red Queen. There is a
Oh, that's right.
Yes. So there is a woman that is reading it on Instagram. I'm sure she's on TikTok too. I cannot remember her name. She's basically going through that book series and reading it side by side with other books and literally taking the pieces that are almost exactly the same or very close to. So it is, you can get caught for plagiarism if you don't change enough of it or you decide to take inspiration from multiple books. So yeah, that's a slippery slope of copyright issues if you are not careful while doing it.
Yeah. No, I'd just call that one straight up plagiarism. I wouldn't call that transformative. I would just call that one
No.
straight up plagiarism.
Yeah, I mean, it is, to be fair, but there are still people out there that are sorry, there's like a hair. There are still people fighting hard for it, saying that The Powerless is its own unique work. But also, you did mention it is hard to get paid for fan fiction, which legally you cannot be paid for fan fiction, which I did say earlier. But just to reiterate, if you are writing straight fan fiction and you are selling it, you better be careful.
Breaking the law.
You are breaking. Quit breaking the law, asshole. So yeah, don't do that. That's illegal.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, there's that.
Shall we move on to the witchy tip?
Yeah. The witchy tip is intentions of a spell. So this, if you're going to do spell work, great, that's fantastic. But be careful what you're doing and what it's aimed at or who it's aimed at. I would say, now when I say this, I don't mean like, oh, whatever you put back will come back to you 3 times. No, that's not what I'm saying. Just be careful where you're throwing that magic at. I would just say magic at, not maggot. That would be nasty. Don't throw maggots. That's disgusting. Don't do that. Just be careful where you're putting your magic at. If you're throwing hexes and curses at people, it's possible that they have wards. They have protections put in place. They have retaliation spells that you could hit, and that shit will come back to you. So be careful where you're throwing your magic at, and think ethics wise. If you're doing like love spells or something, be careful. If you're setting the intention for a certain person that may go against their own will, perchance. So just keep that in mind. Ethics and protection, as always.
Ethics and protection. Do your research.
Use protection in more ways than one.
That too.
So yeah, that's my shit.
Yeah, I think you summed it up pretty well.
Yeah, just be careful. There's that.
Yep.
So should we jump into original fiction, which is where we sit? Because I don't do fan fiction, but yeah.
All right, so Nicole's just going to take the rest of the podcast.
You're like, so I'll just see my way out. No, because you write your own original fiction too.
Yeah, but I spoke for the first half.
That's fair. So with original fiction, you have to, the motivation most of the time is you want to tell your own story. And typically that first book is the book that's been sitting in your head for months and months or years and years. So you just sit down and just decades sometimes. You sit down and you just write and tell the story that you have been dying to tell. Whether it's going to be for yourself or for the world, you're writing it purely to get your world out on paper. Amen.
No, I mean that sums it up. That's the basics of it.
Yep, pretty much.
You're excising it out of your brain.
Yeah, you just have to get that out of your brain so you can think and function normally. Because, man, sometimes those ideas, they will just sit right at the front and just everything else doesn't matter. That thought is just there.
Mm-hmm.
Then also considering, which I kind of touched on it, considering who your audience is. Are you going to write this for the masses? At least you hope. Or is it literally just for yourself? So if it's just for yourself, you write it, it's great. you can read it over again, or it is literally just to get it out of your head. But if you are going to write it for readers, then, you know, there's a whole process that you get to go through that's really fun with like editing and all that good jazz.
We have a whole mini series on that.
We have a whole mini series on world building if you'd like to look at that. A whole little 2-episode little mini series on publishing and editing and all that good jazz. Go look at it. It'll help you. Plug. Stop it. We're on the same wavelength again.
9 times out of 10, 9 days out of 10, we can predict what the other one's gonna say.
Oh my goodness, it's crazy. Like that one got me. That was hilarious. So yeah, building your own world, bringing your characters to life, like that is your motivation, and showing that to whoever your audience may be. That's what you have to consider when writing, is all of the particulars, which we've written about and talked about.
Which is why this section of the episode will probably be a little shorter, because we could literally like point you to different episodes where we've already talked for like an hour on it.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Like creating your own characters. We did a whole episode on character creation and how you can go into the fine details of character creation. But when doing your own original fiction, it does give you the ability to make these characters from scratch. You get to do whatever you want. You can give them any traits, any flaws, any personality, whatever you want them to look like. Big, small, short. They could be fucking purple for all you care. Like, you can make them however you want. You're not stuck in someone else's original character. So, compared to fan fiction, if you want to use Jon Snow, everyone knows who Jon Snow is at this point. You can't really change him much, except maybe give him a haircut and shave. Like, you can't really change him all that much. You know what I mean?
And
unless he just, I wouldn't. But I mean, unless he decided that he's gonna walk off the wall and go be a monk, I don't think he's gonna be changing that much. So, within original characters of someone else in fan fiction, you can only do so much with the character themselves if it is someone else's work. So there is that benefit to writing your own original characters, is you can make them however you want.
Yep. And no one will ever be able to tell that they're an overpowered Mary Sue in your world.
You know, that is really funny, because I was about to say, and you can make yourself a Mary Sue, but I just kept my mouth shut and then you said it. It's like we're
okay.
Telepathy.
Yeah, we are.
Also, if you are writing your own original fiction and you are not taking inspiration from anyone else's work, you are far less likely to run into plagiarism issues and copyright issues, because whatever comes out of your head is your intellectual property. No one else can claim it as their own. So, like I said, barring the fact that you're not plagiarizing. Oh my God, my mouth. You shouldn't have any copyright issues, and you can get paid for that work without any issue of, hey, that isn't your original fiction, you can't sell that. And hopefully you will sell your original fiction, and may you be blessed with millions of dollars. There you go. There's the blessing of the day, too. May you be blessed with wealth and money. So, yeah.
We hope.
We hope. That is the hope, that you can make a livable wage off of your work. Yes, because we've just had our first paycheck, and it was like $8.46.
Loads and loads of cash, not.
All of the pennies you get.
Pennies! Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Nickels, because pennies aren't a thing no more.
Yeah, but I don't know where that 46 cents is going to come from, you know, with that 6 there. But yes, the nickels. They'll throw nickels at you. You'll get nice bruises from them.
Nickels hurt more than pennies, to be fair.
Oh, they would. They would hurt much more. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this episode from the differences between fan fiction and original fiction. Because there really isn't a whole lot to say, especially on the original fiction, because we do have so many videos that you could go back and watch.
We could literally put timestamps for almost every sentence we said of an episode. You could just go watch if you really wanted to know more about it.
You could. So that would bring us to book reviews. I do have a review. It is a novella. The novella queen is back. Because I was like, God damn it.
I said not to crown you.
I will be damned if I didn't have something to review. Although I will say, oh, well, let me do this, and then I'll go into my spiel about the book I was reading. Did you want to do your review first, or should I go first?
No, I am hyped up to hear what you have to say about this after that intro.
Okay. Well, I may have gone back to the novellas, but I was not satisfied. I read Stranded, and mind you, I paid $4.99 for this novella because I got rid of Kindle Unlimited. So I paid $4.99 for this. Stranded by Selena Winters. It is a dark romance novella. It is a stalker Christmas novel. Now, my main issue with this is, well, the whole thing. The whole thing is the problem. First thing, the thing that really bothered me, one, it started off with cheating, which I am not opposed to the cheating trope. I am not someone that's like, if it has cheating in it, I won't touch it. I won't read it. Cheating happens in life. It does suck. Nobody likes it, but it is reality, unfortunately. And I do like to read books that do have realism, believe it or not. So yeah, it did start off with the cheating trope, which was not really the issue for me. The issue was the reason why this man apparently cheated. He's bisexual, so he cheated with 2 women. And one was yeah, you see where that's headed? You're just like, what the fuck? How does that make any sense? But she walks in on him doing stuff with 2 women. He's doing someone, and the second girl is doing him, if you get what I'm saying, with a toy. And the whole thing is, well, he's bisexual, and that's why he cheated on her with 2 women. And I was like, I don't get that. Whatever. Like, and that's not even the problem. The problem is they treat this man as if he's gay. Like, oh, you're just stringing along women because you're bisexual, and oh, you're such a pansy ass because you're a bisexual. I'm like, what the fuck is this bullshit that I'm reading? Like, what's wrong with him being bisexual? Like, and then the ending, he's with another girl at this Christmas dinner that it's a whole thing. She's at a Christmas dinner with this ex-boyfriend, and he has a girlfriend. And she literally pulls this man aside at Christmas dinner and goes, you're stringing that girl along. Why are you with him? Or with her? And the response was, she's trans pre-op, so it's fine. I'm like, ugh. Right? It's just icky. The whole thing is just, that whole plot line, icky. Didn't like it. Second thing, the fucking male main character is a magician. He just has, mind you, this is supposed to be a small cottage in the Alaskan wilderness for this man to get away from the law. But yet he has a pommel horse, a legitimate fire hose that you would hook up to like a fire hydrant, a surplus amount of beautiful, well-to-do, like beautiful brand new fabric, which doesn't make sense to the storyline either, And a sewing machine for this woman because she loves to sew and she's into fashion. But she's a lawyer and she just wants to get out of her lawyer life. And either way, like, the whole thing, it was a mess. It was too long and too short all at the same time. It should have been, it's like she was trying to take a full-length novel worth of a plot line and shove it into a novella, which was not well done. And the story overall, you're just like, why is it so long? It doesn't need to be this long. It doesn't make sense. So yeah, I gave it a 2-star. I'll be honest. I did not like it. Probably won't read anything from that author again. Wasn't for me. I would have liked to be reviewing, couldn't remember the word, from Whom the Bell Tolls, but not that it's a bad book. There are definitely some things that I also thought were, didn't quite make sense, but overall wasn't a bad book. I was enjoying it thoroughly until they brought a kid into it. And they wanted to do like an adoptive parent storyline. I'm a mom of 3. I read to get away from mom life. I don't want to read about it. I don't want to read about raising children. I don't want to read about trying to figure out how to get over child trauma. Like, that's where I kind of draw the line, is children for me. So I did end up DNFing at 34%. Overall, wasn't a bad book. Storyline wasn't for me. So yeah.
That's fair.
What do you have for a book review? Since mine was all over the place and a mess.
Ironically, that we were talking about fan fiction in this episode. Mm-hmm. This is not fan fiction. This is licensed by Disney. So this is expanded universe, I would say.
Yeah.
Because this is Bravely by Maggie Stiefvater. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
She wrote
Stiefvater?
The Raven Boys.
Okay.
So she's a well-known author already. Bravely takes place after the Disney movie Brave.
Mm-hmm.
And is following Merida. And this chick cannot get away from magic. It even says that in this book.
Mm-hmm.
Like, magic is just drawn to her. And she's just like, why? I don't want it.
Go away.
Yeah, pretty much. But the basics of it is that her clan, her family, the town she lives in, has kind of stalled in life. Like, they're no longer growing. They become stagnant. And that means that the god of, easiest way to put it is the god of death, but he's also kind of like the god of destruction. Mm-hmm. Is coming to basically doom this land.
Okay.
And she catches him before he can do it.
Oh.
And ends up making a deal between him and the goddess of rebirth. Don't ask me their names. I can't remember them right now.
Fair.
That she has a year to make her family change and grow. So that they are no longer stagnant.
Okay.
So this story is the year of Merida trying to change her family. And it's so sad. And it's so traumatic. And the relationship between Merida and the god of destruction is just heartbreaking. And the ending is heartbreaking.
Oh. Do I want to read it?
No, you don't want to read it. It's a very... No, don't get me wrong. It's a very, very good book. Yeah. But I also know that Nicole would look at that ending and go throw the book across the room.
That's fair. I do love Brave, too. So if it's a sad ending, I'm going to be very upset.
If you like the movie Brave, If you'd like to learn more about Merida, because this is technically licensed by Disney, so this is technically canon. This is official universe. It's by Disney Press. Came out in 2022. Um, it's a very well written book, which is no surprise considering the author that it came from is already a New York Times bestselling author anyway, with the Raven Boys, which I have yet to read, but it's on my list. It's
It's on the list.
on the list. So, and she does a really good job of finding ways for the people to change while still being themselves. Like these aren't like they don't do 180 personality changes. They are still
Mm.
themselves. They just learn how to grow and change again.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't deal with just her parents. This also involves her three brothers,
Okay.
and how they can change and grow. So it was very good. It's Bravely by Maggie Stiefvater.
There you go.
um, I would definitely, if you like the movie Brave and you can deal with the heartbreaking ending, I would pick it up.
So I actually did come across that book. And I, at one point, had it in my hand to get it because I do love Brave. But for whatever reason, I put it back because I think another book caught my eye. So, yeah.
It is YA also, so
Yeah.
it is purely YA. So
Yeah.
just so you know, don't expect any adult themes.
Clean. Not, well, not
Yes,
clean. That's, I don't like that word. There's no smut. There you go.
yeah, there you go. No smut.
No smut. Um, so that brings us to the end of this episode. Next episode will be writing good foreshadowing, which will be interesting. Because all of my foreshadowing happened by accident.
It's fair.
But yeah, you can find us at writingwithwitches.com. You can email us at writingwithwitches@gmail.com. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, YouTube, and TikTok, although we have not posted anything on TikTok in a very long time, because they hate us. So you can find us there, and our link tree's there, so you can find us in everywhere else. We also have a Discord server, so if you would like to join us and chit chat, feel free to join. You can find me at author NicoleAutumn.com and all the aforementioned social medias as author Nicole Autumn, except Instagram, which is Nicole Autumn Author, because they also don't like me. So yeah, there's that. I also have a Discord server, and don't forget to sign up for our newsletters because we are sending them out monthly. So yeah, Leona.
You can find me at leonaurbanskiauthor.com, or you can also sign up for my Substack at leonaurbanskiauthor.substack.com. You're going to find me primarily on Facebook and Instagram. You can also find the both of us at mythweaverbooks.com, which is also on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Also, you can follow along the collaboration between Writing with Witches and Mythweaver Books with the YouTube channel of Mythweaver Books, where we are narrating our short stories that we have written for Writing with Witches. And you can also find merch from both of our series at mythweaverbooks.com and sign up as an ARC reader, not just for Fae Touch coming out, but for other books as they come out in the future.
Yeah. Sign up
So,
to be an ARC reader. We need ARC readers. So
it's
do that. Do it. So again, that brings us to the end of this episode. We hope you have a wonderful week, and we will see you next time. Bye.
bye bye.